basically the processed foods, the junk food, when you eat just natural foods and take herbs and things like that, the body will help to regulate it. Diabetes is a disease of so-called civilization. Like folks that live out in the bush, wherever in the world, whenever they move to the cities and move anywhere, that's one of the first things they get is diabetes, because, you know, sweets are around. You know, out there you can only get yams and all these other, like, that's the sweetest food you're going to get is a yam or a mango.
This mess with your kidney?
Hmm?
It mess with your kidney?
Yeah, diabetes, yes. Diabetes, high blood pressure, yeah, that mess with the kidneys. And we know folks, after a while, if they don't change their ways and begin to heal themselves through the dialysis and all of that, in my opinion, yes, it can. The body has an amazing ability to heal itself. And it can basically be stabilized and with...
But what would you use to reverse this? Now, let me say you got it under control to a point, but this is not really, you're not really healed here. What can you do to get this reversed? What would you use to reverse this?
I actually have a bitter seed, they call it like bitter seed from Togo, in so-called West Africa, and Al-Kabulans we call it. But in country Togo, it's a bitter seed, and you literally need one seed. It looks like a pumpkin seed, almost about that large, and you boil that. I have some. I don't have.
So you have control over that.
Hmm?
You have control over that.
I have that. Yes, I have that available, and I also have the diabetes tea. And I have some folks that are really kind of upset with me now because they ran out. Like, it's my fault, but they ran out of their diabetes tea because that's the one thing that's been helping them to regulate. So basically, I have a herbal formula that you can prepare that's like this in this form, or like this in the granules, that along with regulating with the diet can actually really help to keep the blood sugar down.
How long would how long this would take? How long you got to use this?
Before you start seeing the benefits?
Yes.
Some folks begin seeing the benefits within a week, you know, depending on each, it depends on each individual and their body constitution.
Right.
Generally with any herbal formula, you may begin to see the benefit immediately depending on what it is, or within like 2 or 3 days you'll begin to really see the difference. Or it could be a week or 2 or 3. I can't give a definitive time saying if you take this, this is going to happen. But generally from immediately to 2 or 3 days to maybe longer period, and then after that you would most likely have to keep drinking the tea, because that'll be like your medicine, just like you have to take insulin shots or have to take insulin pills or whatever it is on a daily basis. This is some things that you have to take on a regular basis. You may not have to take it twice a day or even every day, but it's something that you would definitely want on hand and stay stocked up on, so that you can keep the blood sugar balanced naturally.
One more question.
Yes.
Now, when you get to the stage, you don't have to use anything like a building for your body, like some tonic or something.
Yeah, tonics are excellent. Yeah, these are things that were provided for us
but this tonic you're talking about is not that is herbal tonic you're talking about.
Yes, it's herbal. Yes. Okay. Everything I'm talking about is herbal.
Because I don't.
No, I don't deal with any of that. Everything is herbal, natural, like this. Just something that gonna have your whole folks walk in and be like, "What's that?" You know, gonna have the house smelling funny. They taste a little, you know.
And diabetes don't mess with your
I got you.
Yes.
Carry
Yeah.
No, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. This is good. That is good. That is good. I swear. Honestly, no. Here, no. This is like swelling of your feet and things like that.
Yes, all of that with the swelling, all of that is symptomatic with that. Yes, that can help. All of those different signs and symptoms that go along with it. Once the blood sugar and everything is regulated, all those signs and symptoms become regulated also.
Okay.
Yes. All that is taken into account.
We can close out there. Let me get a number for you.
All right. Yes. Yes. So I actually have here's my card. I have a private practice. You can I'll pass these around. Pass some this way and some that way. That's my number on there. Folks, My cell phone's 347. It's on the card, 347-200-0594. Yes.
Yeah, I have a question. I heard that they say that acupuncture help you with how you have diabetes.
I have some folks with diabetes that, yep, along with the acupuncture, herbs. Yeah, acupuncture is very profound in how it works. Like I said, I've worked with women that were in labor and they weren't dilating. And thank you. And working with the midwife folks having a home birth and doing the acupuncture, and in 3 or 4 hours were fully dilated. Or the water broke and they didn't have contractions. Did some acupuncture on their body and even on their ears, and within an hour had contractions, and within a few hours the baby was here. I've worked with a particular hospital that deals with folks that are working to recover from drug abuse. I mean, talking about like heroin, crack, like heavy drugs, and doing acupuncture in the ears, along with different counseling and other supportive sort of means that have actually helped to kick the habit. I've helped folks stop smoking cigarettes using acupuncture, herbal medicine, and consultation. So it's very powerful. Yes.
And it's also good for like if you're constipated or like.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's one of the favorites. You know, given that, especially with the colon cleanse. See, I have folks that are used to go once a week, once every 3 or 4 days, that are now regular. Like, oh, when I see them, I'm like, how's that? They're like, oh, that's fine. I'm good. And I'm like, oh, that's good. Like.
So is that using the herb and acupuncture, or you can eat
that was both.
Or both? Okay.
That was both, along with change of diet. For some folks, you know, the best would be to have everything included, but if you're not able to do everything, you know, it may just take a little bit longer, but you can just do herbs and things like that also. It just, you know, it's best to actually do everything together so that the body can kickstart and get better quicker. Any other questions?
What do you use to clean a toxic waste?
Excuse me?
Toxic waste.
Like inhalation of gasoline and all.
That's one thing also dealing with like the gasoline and those sort of oils like that can actually like store in like the fat and things like that in the body, you know, because they're like, it's like an oily type of thing, and those oils can actually store in the body's fat. So some things like that would be even like a sauna or steam room, things that help sweat and help those things to evaporate. Also even like the liver cleanse, some other things that help to clean the fat and things out of the body. Even like the lung, we have a lung care tea also, because that's also of course going to possibly damage the lungs. So just a regular cleanse of all the organs of the body, like the lungs, the liver, the kidneys. Those are the main organs that we're talking about. We're talking about detoxification. The lungs, the liver, the kidneys, the colon, things like that.
Do you have that?
We have all of that available. Yep.
Excuse
Yes,
me,
ma'am.
do you have one herb that would clean all these organs, or you have individual herbs that clean individual organs?
I mean, you can use one herb to clean, but basically how the body is going to cleanse, you have certain herbs that may cause the colon to break the stuff off. Then you have other herbs that are going to push it out. Then you have other herbs that transform, that help to get rid of liquid waste. Then you have other herbs that may strengthen the organ so that the body won't get swollen. That's why I use combinations. Like when I prepare herbal formula, it actually has 4 parts, just like a government structure. You have like the chief herb, like the main head herb. Then you have what we call the minister herb, which is not the chief herb, but it's going to take care of some of the secondary things. Like say someone, for example, has poor digestion, and with that, they get tired after eating, they're belching and gas, and even like constipation. and things like that. And it just the food sits on their stomach.